Okay, I was going to show you a little bit of a problem I was having with the 512 TR. I was having a battery light that would flash, and a buddy of mine was actually having the same problem, so ended up going and replacing actually the cable that Ferrari uses to supply the starter and alternator. So on the 92, in case you're having this problem, I'll just go ahead and show you. They actually have this connector that sits on the block, driver's side of the car. So everything from your battery has a cable that runs straight to here, and through this one connector, it actually just clicks together. So you can see, I mean, that's everything that your electrical system is trying to do functions right through here. So this gets corroded, and a lot of times if it's building resistance, obviously the alternator has a hard time putting that current back to the battery, and then that signal that's going to your dash ends up throwing the light. So what I did was I went ahead and replaced this actually with a little positive terminal box that Ferrari upgraded. There's a bracket you can purchase that fits on the front of the cam cover, and with that you actually can crimp on a new connection, bolt that down so it's a very solid connection, and then actually have a separate wire that feeds your starter and a separate wire that feeds your alternator, so you don't have to end up relying on crimps in here. But what ends up happening is that your electrical system obviously is charging through your alternator and is trying to put a current out back to your battery. Well, from your battery, there's actually another piece that goes to your fuse box, and through a separate circuit, the wire comes up, and it actually is the sense wire to your alternator. So if that sense wire sees that it's not getting the 14.2 volts that it requires, it obviously tells your alternator to go ahead and generate more. And of course, that then starts the struggle through this connector. I was measuring 16.6 volts at my battery terminal, so obviously the alternator was actually kicking in more than it needed to do because of that connection. So I just wanted to show you a little bit about what I did on my car. Hopefully that helps you out and explains a little bit while I've got this connector out, so you can see what it is. I also, when you have the alternator out, what's interesting is you can take your new cable, and as you pull this out towards the alternator, you can just feed your new cable through to the car. Also purchase a hydraulic crimper so that the factory wire, you can actually put a new terminal on that and get that crimped underneath the car. It's a lot of going back and forth between the top of the car and the bottom of the car, but obviously it can be done. And obviously since then I have no battery light. I can start it, no problems whatsoever, but thought you may want to see this.